Lineups are complete. And we'll have the national anthem. There's the final stick salute. National anthem is complete. It's time for some hockey. Live from Kettering Ice Arena. "15 minutes on the clock. Trojans rally around the net. They're going to get a cheer in. Referees are checking to make sure there's no leftover pucks in the back of the net. Looking forward to a good matchup. It is cold in here, but it is an ice rink. There's the final cheer. Trojans go to the bench, and the starting line comes to center ice to get ready. Winning will take the face-off. He's going to be joined by Kearns on right wing, and it looks like Carson Smith's going to be left wing. Beidel and Spirito on D. There's the whistle. Puck drops, and we're underway. Lexington's going to come away with it. They're going to make a hard push and get a shot. It's going to go wide of the net. Miramontes didn't even touch it. Puck goes deep into the corner, looking for the breakout. Long stretch pass to Brady Kearns. A little too much for him to pick up. Icing is the call. So face-off returns back into Trojan territory. It's a good idea to try to get that big stretch pass. When there's open lane, you want to take it. It was just a little too hot. Referee blows the whistle. Players are set. Puck drops. It's won by the the Trojans. Trojans are going to come away with it. Carson Smith with lots of speed coming into the zone. Takes a shot. It goes deflected into the corner. Winning is there to put pressure. And the puck's going to bounce out of the zone. Spirito's there to pick it up. It's a foot race back to Miramontes. Spirito comes away with it, but he crashes hard into Miramontes. Miramontes goes down, but gives him a little tap on top of the head. Great effort by Spirito to get back there and keep that puck out of the net. So referee's going to set the net, get it back, and we'll have a face-off. So line change for the Trojans. Knisley's going to take the face-off. It goes back to Lexington. Lexington picks it up and dumps it into the corner. It's rimmed around back behind Miramontes. Trojans look to get that out, but it's going to be kept at the line. Lexington keeps it in. Comes back around. Trojans are there. It's at the feet of Saunders Jr. Picked up by Campbell. Campbell takes his time, takes a look, passes up off the boards to Saunders Jr. Saunders Jr. drives into the zone, but gets interfered with by a player. Going wide is Knisley with the puck. Lexington's going to come away with it. They do a cross-ice pass and get it into Trojan territory. Campbell with the puck, sends it around the boards. Harris is there to pick it up. Harris with speed carries through the neutral zone. Tries to take a shot. It kind of goes awkwardly off his stick behind the net. Saunders Jr. the puck is sit. Ooh, puck's loose. Whistle blows. Saunders Jr. was there, put it on goal, and the goalie didn't know where it was, but the referee lost sight of the puck and blows the whistle. So, line change. Dillon gets set for the face-off. It's at his feet, still scrambling. It's going to be picked up by Sentman. Sentman puts it on goal. Lexington with it behind the net. Sentman in pursuit. Campbell takes a step on the puck, try to keep it in. It's caught in the player's feet. Lexington digs it out, goes back around the net. Dillon in pursuit. Puck zips around the corner. Sentman is there to put the body and keep the puck in play. Picked up by Dillon. Dillon dumps it into the corner. Puck is shot out of play by Lexington. Lexington was looking to clear, but went up and out of play. Line change for the Trojans. Winning gets set for the face-off. Referee instructs Lexington to back up a little bit. Puck is right there in front. Carson Smith putting pressure. It's going to be cleared out by a Lexington player. It's going to go the length of the ice. Icing is the call. So face-off returns back into Lexington territory. So face-off, Winning gets set. Referee blows the whistle. Referee is going to excuse the Lexington center from the game. He's instructed him to leave. It looks like he may be missing a net guard. So great catch by the referee. Referee instructs all the players on the ice they need to have a net guard. Blows the whistle. Replacement comes to take the face off from Lexington. It's going to be dropped. Goes into the corner. Lexington player in pursuit. Kearns is there to pick it up. Sends it over to Winning. Winning not able to keep it on his stick. Goes into the corner but keeps the pressure going. Winning great effort in the corner. Kearns is there to battle behind him. Winning still battling with the puck. Takes a swipe, misses. It goes back around. Carson Smith's there to pick it up. Carson Smith with it in the corner. Takes a hard hit in the corner. Goes down. He gets up quickly, though. He's all good. And the puck's going to be collected in the neutral zone. Sent in. Puck in possession with Lexington. Lexington carries into the Trojan territory. Takes a cut. Doing some dangles in the corner. It's going to be backhand cleared, but not all the way out. Kearns with it, does a backhand, gets it out of the Trojan territory. They're looking to make a change. Trojans change up. Harris comes on the ice with a full steam engine rolling. Puck is going to be sent in the neutral zone, but it's picked up by Lexington. Lexington with it, enters into the zone, goes wide with speed. Still has it behind the net. Puck rims around. Lexington there to pick up. Trojans apply pressure, looking to steal the puck. Trojans come away with it. It's reversed back around behind the net. Harris is there. Harris applies the body. Puck's at the bottom. He picks it up, gets that stretch pass, but it's going to be a stick lift, and the puck's going to go into Lexington territory. Trojans in pursuit. Saunders Jr. is applying pressure. It's going to be almost intercepted there by Knisley. Knisley along the boards. Need to clear. Trojans are offside. Whistle blows. Going to have a face-off. Referee points to face-off dot. Knisley gets set. Puck drops. It's won back by Lexington. Harris in pursuit. Lexington one-hand push through the neutral zone. Carries it into and across to the center player. Harris applies the body, knocks the man down. Harris with the puck in the corner. Looks to reverse the play, send it back behind the net. He's carrying the puck, looking to generate some speed. He bounces it off the boards, but nobody's there to pick it up. Knisley does pick it up in the neutral zone, takes a hit and a shot. Lexington showing that they want to play physical today. Lexington player, a 3-on-2 develops through the neutral zone. Lexington not able to keep it on their stick. Hard hit in the corner by the Trojans. Shot deflected into the corner. Barnes was the one who applied contact. Lexington with the puck in neutral zone, looks to enter it back in. Takes a shot. Miramontes glove saved low. Looked like it was off target, but Miramontes is there to gobble it up. 10:15 on the clock. 0-0 first period. Trojans get a change. In their own zone, Dillon gets set. Whistle blows. Puck drops. It's won back by the Trojans into the corner. Scrambling for the puck. Sentman comes away with it. Sentman with speed, able to maintain and get that puck out. Sentman showing great effort here in the neutral zone. Dillon there to use his feet to try and block the puck, but it gets by. It goes back into Trojan territory. Spirito races to the corner against the Lexington player. Puck goes up along the boards. Puck comes out to Lexington's defense. They take a shot. It goes wide of the net, misses the mark. Still in possession is Lexington behind the net. They have the puck take a shot. It's deflected. Trojans looking to clear. It's picked up by the Trojans through the neutral zone by Spirito. Spirito loses the puck. It goes back to Trojan D to Sentman. Sentman's with it at the blue line. Takes a shot on goal, goes wide. Miklajewski has it in the corner, applies the body. Dillon is there as well. Dillon gets tangled up, falls down. It's going to be picked up by Beidel. Beidel takes a low shot from the point on target. Puck in the corner. Lexington looks to clear. They chip it high, hard off the glass, but it actually goes out of play. Line change for the Trojans. Face-off will be in Lexington territory. 9:07, first period. Referee blows the whistle and puck drops. Puck meanders in front of the Lexington goalie. Lexington looking to break it out. Trojans there to pick it up. Takes a shot, is winning from the house right between the hash marks. It deflected into the corner, and Lexington got a stick on it and sent it the length of the ice. It goes to Miramontes. Miramontes with the puck, looks to send it out. It's going to be picked up in the neutral zone. Some very nice passing by your Trojans there in that sequence of breakouts. Carson Smith with it, sends it over, and it's a shot on goal from Kearns. Kearns was in position, had a shot, had some pressure last second, but got the shot off nonetheless. So nice sequence there, but Lexington comes away with it through the neutral zone with speed. Poked away by Barnes. Barnes applies the body as the finisher in the corner. Trojans looking to clear that puck out. Lexington from the point shoots. It's deflected, goes wide into the corner. High, hard off the glass, but actually goes into the netting, and whistle is called. Trojans change up for face-off. So a good sequence there by the Trojans. A good breakout existed there. Several good passes were made through the neutral zone, and then Carson Smith carried that puck wide with speed into the corner. Kearns in front. So we want to see more of that. That was good. Puck drops. Lexington keeps it in play. Goes behind the net. Kept at the point by the Lexington player. Sent back in. Spirito with it, but Spirito loses his stick. A little bit of a slash there by the Lexington player. Puck still behind the net. Goes out to the point. Lexington keeps it in. Nisley with it, back behind. It continues around and it gets reversed. Lexington comes in with a big body. Doesn't do much, but causes them to miss the puck. Puck is chipped off the boards, caught in the Lexington player's skates, kept in the neutral zone scramble. Nobody comes away with it. It's in Trojan territory. Beidel's there to pick it up. He sends it around. Schweitzer is there. He has the puck. It goes off of several players, deflected back in the corner to the point. Point takes a shot. It goes wide by Lexington. Harris is there to collect the puck, sends it to himself off the boards, keeps his feet moving. He enters into the zone with speed. He gets a shot. It goes wide of the net, but was very hard. If it was about 3 inches over, we would have had a goal. Puck is kept in by the Trojans. Puck is along the board. Spirito using his... Oh, we've got actually two players got tangled up here. So Perry and another player had their cages stuck together. Referee blows the whistle and laughs with the players. They were caught up Connected at the head there for a moment. So that slows down the play, gets us set for a face-off in Lexington territory. Dillon gets set, whistle blows. Puck drops, one back by the Trojans, but the bouncy puck, Campbell can't collect it. It goes back. It's a foot race. Campbell sends it across the ice. It's in the neutral zone on the red line. Dillon applies a body pressure, so does Fortner. Big stretch pass across, and in pursuit is Miklajewski. It goes into the neutral zone. Bouncing puck collected by Lexington, but Barnes is there to pick it up in the back behind the net. He goes, sends it up and around. Collected by Lexington on the line, almost went out. They take a shot, and it is collected by Miramontes. Line change for the Trojans. 6:14, first period. Both teams looking pretty evenly matched so far. Face off, drops. There to collect it is Campbell. Campbell sends it up, but it can't quite clear. Carson gets its stick on it, able to get it out of the zone, but not able to get it to anyone. Campbell in pursuit of the puck and back behind the corner, sends it around the boards to Kearns. Kearns with his stick on it, carries the puck into the zone. He gets off of his stick, and he's able to kick it to himself and then take a shot. It's kind of a floating shot with a little bit of wobble, and the goalie was able to see it coming and grab it. So Winning is going to take the face off. 5:51, first period. Puck drops, won by the Trojans, back to Spirito. Spirito with a shot, goes deflected by one of the Lexington players sitting in front, and a shot. Oh, Winning takes a shot, backhand. It's going to be stolen by the Lexington goalie. So the shot was from the point, and then it was deflected by one of the Lexington players' gloves, waffled a bit, and landed in a prime spot for the Trojans. Face off, puck drop. Trojans rim it around. Carson Smith sends the puck. Winning is in pursuit. Winning able to get there. Puck bounces up and out. Beidel goes the length of the ice. He has one on. He carries back behind the net, reverses, looks to do a breakout, sends it up to Trojans player at the blue line. Carson Smith had speed there and was looking to carry. Winning able to pick it up. Comes deep into the corner, sends it over, but Kearns is there. He's able to battle through, but not able to be productive with it. Foot race back. Lexington comes away with it. Beidel takes him wide. Lexington sent it across the ice, and they're going to come away with a goal. So a little bit of a broken play there at the end. They were able to come down. It looked like a 2-on-1. I'm at one end of the ice, so my perspective's not the best, but definitely two players on Lexington. He sent it across ice. One of the Trojan players is still down. Looks like he might have hurt a leg. Looks like Spirito might have got a stinger on that one. He's a little slow to the bench. So, face off. Lexington comes away with it. 4:51 first period. Lexington is up by 1. Trojans send the puck into the zone. Looks like icing is going to be the call. So face off, whistle blows. Puck drops back to Lexington. Lexington takes a shot. Miramontes with a save. Glove save low. So if you're just tuning in, Lexington just went up by 1. It's 4:40 in the first period. Face-off is won by the Trojans. Harris in pursuit, able to kick the puck and maintain some opportunity. He collects the puck, sends it over to Kearns. Actually, no, to Dillon. Sorry about that. Dillon had it. It just went off his stick. In pursuit is Dillon into the neutral zone. Going to come away with it is Knisely. Knisely sends it over in front. Harris moving with speed, still applying pressure. This line looks like they are making some progress. Dillon applies a body. Puck is stalled in the zone, but does come out. Knisely collects, sends back in. Lexington player tried to chip the puck along the boards. Oh, here we go, opportunity. So Harris is there. He tried to use his body and pull that puck inside, but the player was able to prevent that. Harris with the puck battling, sends it back. It's unfortunately picked up by a Lexington player. However, kept almost by Beidel. Beidel was good there to break that up and slow it down and get back. Beidel with a great back check to tie up that additional defenseman. So Dillon in pursuit right now. Puck goes along the boards in the neutral zone. Puck right now is sitting, floating. Nicely Dillon tried to put some pressure. It goes back to the Trojans defense. Picked up by Lexington and sent into the Trojan territory. Lexington looks to change their defense. Breakout, sent up along the boards. Trojans also look to make a change. Carson Smith has entered play. He is in pursuit. Gets his stick on the Lexington player, but the puck goes up and out of play. .255 first period, 1-0 Lexington. Winning gets set for the face-off, whistle blows. Player set, puck drops, one back by Trojans. It's floating, shot deflected by Carson. Winning with it, has control, looks to make a pass out to his D, but the puck was bouncing. It is off of Spirito's stick. He's back on the ice, good to see him moving well. Look to clear, and they do, and offsides is the call. Lexington was offsides. 2:37. Face off. One back by the Trojans. It goes into the corner, picked up by Spirito. Spirito with it, skating back behind the net. Comes off of his stick. It's going to be picked up by a Lexington player. Winning there to apply pressure. Puck goes out into neutral zone, collected by Lexington. Lexington being chased down by Carson Smith. It's in players' feet right now. Lexington comes away with it, sends it over in front. Spirito there to intercept and tie up. Puck goes into the corner. Lexington goes with the puck around the back of the net, looks to send it up to nobody. It's going to be picked up by, looks like Harris. Harris with it with a full steam engine running. They are not offsides. They thought there for a moment that they were offsides, but a little confusion there. There was no whistle, and they were not offsides. So they had an opportunity there. The puck was meandering in front. I think Lexington also thought that they were offsides. I did hear someone say off, off, which indicates that someone thinks that they were offsides, but I think it was Lexington players yelling that they were offsides. So that slowed down the play a bit, but they were not offsides. So both teams get fresh legs. Dillon gets set. Puck drops. Going into the corner by Lexington. Lexington player rims it around, but it's going to be picked up at the point by Barnes. Barnes with a great shot low. Oh, opportunity in front by Nicely. Dillon applying pressure along the boards. I'm going to have a penalty called here. Looks like Dillon's stick got caught up into the Lexington player as he fell down. So the puck is touched by Trojans, and looks like interference is going to be the call. So looks like Dillon's going to the box. Actually, no, they're taking two players to the box. Ah, my word. I did not see what the referee saw there. So two players for the Trojans went into the box. There was aggressive play along the boards. Dillon's stick did get caught into the Lexington player, and the Lexington player went down. So didn't see Nicely. It looks like Nicely was the other one who went to the box. I did not see his involvement in that play. So might have to go back on the video and check that out. Unfortunately, right now, we've got a 5-on-3. So 2 minutes for both players. 1:20 in the first period. So Lexington looking to move that puck around, and the Trojans looking to keep them moving that puck around and prevent them from getting inside the house to take a shot. So they're taking a shot right now. It goes up and is deflected out of play. 1:03 in the first period. Lexington's coach yells to their players, move the puck quicker. Trojans get set. Face off, puck drops. Good battle. Ooh, excellent effort there by, it looks like, Barnes to get that puck out. Lexington looks to go back in, and we set up the penalty kill. Lexington with the puck, sending it around. It's going to be blocked by Winning. Winning comes away with it, enters into the zone, stops, applies a shot. It does not go off because it was deflected. Winning smartly decides to keep pressure, but back up to make sure that the Trojan territory is protected. Missed pass there in the neutral zone. Lexington is going to recollect it anyway. They take a shot. It goes wide around back behind the net. 21 seconds left on the clock. 50 seconds on the penalty. Shot, Miramontes save, sent to the corner. Lexington sends it out to the point. They crow D-to-D pass. Shot goes high. Still in the corner. 3 seconds left on the clock. There's the buzzer. And that is the conclusion of the first period. So, unfortunately, the Trojans will start second period with 2 players in the box. Both of them have 30 seconds left on the 2-minute penalties. So 30 seconds, Trojans will be down. It'll be a 5-on-3. I'm sure they're strategizing right now. Minutes is put onto the clock. Lexington players have already released from their huddle and they're at center ice. Trojans still talking. Referee blows the whistle. Miramontes heads back towards the net. Remember that we change ends. Referee checks in with both goaltenders and timekeeper. Puck drops. Harris with it. It's won back by Lexington. 5-on-3. 25 seconds left on the penalty. So the Trojans form a triangle, try to keep that puck on the outside. Hard shot from Ovechkin's office goes wide. Lexington collects, sends D-to-D pass, walks it in back behind the net, sends it back to D. Harris there applying pressure at the point. Puck goes off a Barnes stick. Barnes with it, foot race. He's able to get that puck out. Great effort by the Trojans. Penalty expires, and we are back to full strength. Vital with it, collects it in his skates, tries to send it out. It's gloved down by the Lexington player. Lexington with it, shot from the point. It's still in front. There's a scrum. It's in the skates and sent to the boards by Winning. Harris with it. Harris collects, sends up to Smith. Smith with it. Hit along the boards. Lexington comes away with it. Vital is there. Carson not giving up. Gets his feet moving, gets back. The Lexington player goes down. Shot off Miramontes' chest. Looks like we are going to have a call here as well. 16 black. So Carson Smith got tangled up on that pursuit back into the zone. He lost the puck along the boards and raced back to get it back. As he was racing back, both players stumbled, went down, and I believe that will be the penalty. So 2 minutes, and Trojans are going to go back onto the penalty kill. This time it's a little better because it's going to be 4-on-5 instead of 3. Lexington comes away with it, but no, says Harris. Harris with the puck. He loses it in the neutral zone, picked back up by Winning. Winning dumps it in. Lexington looks to set a breakout. Harris applies pressure, skates by Harris. Cross ice pass to Lexington player. They look to make a pass in front. It goes in front. Check by Barnes. Barnes with it, sends it off the glass, goes to the point. Picked up by Harris, went off of Winning's shin pads. Poke check by Lexington player. Harris able to continue to keep that puck in the zone. 13-10 and 1:20 left on the penalty. Puck kept in at the blue line by Harris. It is back in the corner. Lexington with it. Skates it into the neutral zone. Harris applying pressure, making Lexington go wide. Uses his big stick. Lexington able to get into the zone. Trojans are going to, again, try to keep that puck on the outside. Lexington takes a shot. It's low and saved, but read by Miramontes. He was able to see that. Lexington player loses the puck from his stick. Goes to Lexington defensive player. Shot goes off several players. And it's going to be sent up by the Trojans as they look to get a line change. Kearns in pursuit, keeping his feet moving. It goes back to nobody. Shot and goal. It was sent over to the boards. Might have been a hard camera angle for you to see. It went off of the boards closest to the Lexington bench. One of the Lexington players was right there, able to take a slap shot, and it went high and into the net. So 12-12 in the second period. The scoreboard still shows first period, but it is the second period. And Lexington goes up again. It's 2-0. And unfortunately, penalties have taken their toll. So face-off is collected by Lexington. Lexington enters into the zone, dumps it into the corner. Spirito nicely there. Dillon in pursuit at the point. Puck kept in, sent in front to nobody. Campbell sends it to the corner. Dillon applying pressure, gets a stick maybe on that one. It goes wide, deflected into the glass, into the corner. Sent up to Lexington's D. Lexington looks to take a shot. It's low, saved by Miramontes into the corner. In pursuit goes Kearns with the puck. He sends it backhand into the neutral zone, collected by Lexington. Does another backhand, collected by Dillon, and rolling puck. Takes a shot, goes low, rebound, but it's nobody there. It's going to be collected in the neutral zone by Campbell. Campbell does the DD pass to Spirito. Spirito with it, sends it to Kearns. It goes off of Kearns' stick into the corner. Kearns in pursuit, applies the body in the corner. Dillon with it back to the point. Shot, Spirito. It's going to be deflected off of one of the Lexington players. Spirito there to get it again. Sends it, but it was rolling, not able to be on target. Collected by Lexington. Lexington with some stick luck right now, going wide with it into Miramontes. Save Miramontes. Spirito looking to also clear the crease and make sure that his goaltender was protected. Line change Trojans, 10:52, second period, 2-0. Winning comes for the faceoff. Winning gets set. Faceoff won by Winning and the Trojans. Spirito there to send it high and hard off the glass. Lexington player is able to use his shoulder and keep the puck in. It's in the player's feet. Lexington comes away with it. Spirito applies the body. Lexington is going to lose the puck to Winning. Winning with it also, gets taken away from him. Sent in front, back to the corner. Lexington with it takes a shot. It's deflected off of Winning's shoulder. Puck is sitting and sent out of the zone by Winning. Sent in by Lexington. Trojans with a little time. Spirito with it. Tried to get it up and around the boards. Now two Lexington players enter into the zone along with Winning. Winning able to come away with the puck. Sends it up to Smith. Smith loses the puck off of Lexington. Lexington takes a shot. Puck goes straight up, deflected. Winning sends it up to Harris, but it's just a little too far in front of him. Comes back behind Miramontes. Spirito with the puck. Lexington comes away with it. Midel takes a knee to try to block a passing lane. Smith with it in the corner. It's sent reverse around. Harris with it. Sends it up to almost to Winning. Ooh, that was a dangerous chain of events there. Miramontes was able to read it and make the save, and the puck did go wide, but it was intercepted at the blue line. Harris was looking to make that pass to Winning, who was open. Puck is back behind the net. Midel in pursuit. Lexington is not able to keep the puck inside the zone. Lexington's going to have to clear, which means it's going to slow down a bit for the Trojans. They send it down. Midel was looking for Harris. It bounced over Harris' stick. Several Trojans players change. Dillon is on the ice, back behind the net. He applies a little bit of pressure behind the net. Puck still behind the net. Harris with it. It's stuck in his feet. He sends it backhand over. Scrum in front. Battle. Puck is still sitting there. Comes away with it is Lexington. Barnes with it, sends it in, and unfortunately it goes off the glass and off the netting. So whistle blows. One thing of note here at Kettering, the side glass is a little on the low side compared to a lot of other rinks, and so because of that, the netting is a little lower too. So sometimes your defensemen or players will try to clear that puck up and off the glass, and it will touch that netting. Puck drops. It goes over, collected by a Lexington player, kept into the neutral zone by nicely stuck in his feet. He can't get it to anybody, but he's going to have Dillon there to pick it up. Dillon skates with the puck in pursuit. He's going to get taken down from behind. And then also down goes Nicely. Looks like we're going to have a call. Holding, I think, is going to be the call, and it is going to be on Lexington. So Dillon had the puck. He was entering into the zone. Lexington player from behind. I think that was the call there. Dillon went down from behind and basically was held. Shot goes out. Oh, shot by Beidel was on target but deflected. Goes back to Beidel. Beidel takes another shot. So Trojans are on the power play, not the penalty kill. A nice place to be is on the power play. Trojans have it back behind the net. It's going to be sent in front one time to Harris. Great shot, but it's going to be a save by Lexington's goalie. So great puck movement there by the Trojans. Beidel with several good shots. Beidel has had several good shots this weekend. It's nice to see him back on the ice. Puck drop. Puck goes around the back of the net. Lexington player with speed enters into the zone, skates by several Trojan players and goes top corner. And Lexington's going to come away with a goal there. So if the Trojans aren't frustrated yet, now it's time to be. Let's get some energy going here and see if we can rally back. Short-handed goal by Lexington. Lexington player was able to skate through 3 Trojan players and put that top corner. So line change for the Trojans. They are still on the power play. Dillon in pursuit. Puck goes the length of the ice. It was deflected, and there is no icing on the call. Barnes with the puck. Let's see if we can set something up here. Barnes decides to skate with the puck. He's picking up speed, enters into the zone, keeps the puck on his stick, goes back behind the net, keeps possession of the puck, sends it back to Kearns. Kearns with it over, and one time, not sure if it was able to connect or not. Lexington player is going to come away with it. Barnes skating back, keeping that player wide. He's going back behind the net. He's skating all over the ice right now, and Trojans are just pursuing the puck. They're looking to waste some time, Lexington is. Barnes comes away with it again. He's going to send it over to Nicely. Nicely with it over the red line, gets into the zone, takes a shot, hard shot, low, save. It's in the corner. Nicely looking to get his own rebound. Nobody there for Trojans to pick the puck up. Spirito comes back, collects the puck. 4 seconds on the Lexington penalty. We are now at equal strength. Dillon with the puck, enters into the zone, sends it over. Oh, it is offsides. So Trojans had a little momentum there entering into the zone, but one of the players was offsides. 6:21, 3-0, second period. Whistle blows. Puck drops. Goes back to the Lexington goalie. In the corner is Harris. Harris comes away with the puck, but it's collected quickly by a Lexington player. Lexington with speed Looks like we're going to have another penalty here, a trip. This one is on Carson Smith. His stick got tangled up with the Lexington player as he was entering into the neutral zone with speed. He tripped, fell, and tripping is the penalty. So Carson frustrated. You can tell by his body language he's not agreeing with the referee's call. And to the box he goes. So back on the penalty kill. Puck drop. Got caught in the referee's space there for a moment. It's in the corner. Lexington looks to pass that puck around again. Harris is going to come away with it. A great chip off the boards. Puck's rolling. He can't quite settle it down. Comes away with it and save by Lexington goalie. Great effort by Harris there. Harris single-handedly sent that puck to himself off the boards. Was moving like a freight train. Got down to the very end. That puck just started rolling, and he did the best he could to get a good shot off, but it was a good save as well. So face-off will be in Lexington territory. 5:50, second period, 1:44 on the Trojans penalty. Puck goes directly to the Lexington goalie. He makes a save. Referee blows the whistle. Winning is set for the drop. Referee bends, talks to the players. Puck drop, won back by Lexington. Sent up and broken out. Pretty clean breakout by Lexington. They enter into the Trojan territory, and they're going to look to set some stuff up. So Lexington with it along the boards. Goes out to the point. He goes to make a shot and misses. It goes to nobody. And Miramontes is able there to grab the puck. So the Lexington player had a prime opportunity to take a shot. He whiffed on it and kind of caught the Trojans by surprise because they thought it was going to be a shot as well, and he whiffed. And so Miramontes is able to make the stop. Face off. Harris dives forward. It's going to be picked up by Winning. He's going to try to send it to himself, and my goodness, it got caught at the blue line, but they're offsides. Good call by the referee. So Winning was trying to send that puck up, and he would have had a clear breakaway again, but it was tangled up and dropped, and Lexington was offsides. 5:16, 1:10 on the penalty. Face off. Harris tried to make an effort to go get that puck. Barnes going to come away with it. He's going to send it the length of the ice to waste some time and get that penalty over with. 53 seconds on the penalty. Lexington collects the puck. Harris in pursuit. Lexington with a clean breakout carries the puck wide into the zone. It's a strategy they've been using where they carry the puck into the corner and then they try to set it up. And good effort by Harris there, keeping the puck out of the zone. He's going to finish with some body contact. Winning is there to chuck the puck into the boards. Harris still with the puck on his stick. He takes a shot, it goes wide. Puck is almost intercepted in the neutral zone by Dillon. Barnes forces Lexington to go wide. Good puck control by Lexington as they go with it. Dillon is there to bounce it off the boards. He chips it. It unfortunately is caught by the Lexington player. Body contact applied by Campbell. Campbell uses his body to slow that Lexington player down. Barnes goes in. The puck's gone, so he can't finish that hit. Campbell does. Dillon's with the puck in the corner. He sends the puck over. Good pass to Harris, but it went over his stick. It was bouncy. Coming back into play. Campbell says nope. Take that puck out. So Kearns is going to have that puck. We have a potential break. Oh, here was a shot. Oh, Knisley was cheating down there quite a bit. It was great. He tapped his stick on the ice and said, hey, give it to me. And he was able to get a shot off. Lexington comes away with it. They're down in Trojan territory. Dillon comes in with a hit. Puck goes back around to the corner. Lexington with it. Takes a shot wide to nobody. Lexington comes away with it. It's off of Barnes' shin pad. Kearns has it along the board, sends it wisely back to his D to set something up. Beidle with it, takes some time, takes a look, sends it back to Kearns into the Lexington territory. Dylan had it, it kind of got stuck there on the blue line, so he sent it in deep to try to generate something. It's caught along the boards right now, going to be picked up by Barnes. Barnes going to walk it in, take a shot. Scrum in front, not sure where it is, and it's collected by Beidle. Beidle with it, sends it back in again, or rims around. Kearns goes in to get the puck. Lexington came in hard to try to make a hit and missed Kearns. Lexington with the puck back behind the net. They break it out. It's going to go to Miramontes. He puts it into the corner. Barnes is there. Lexington player comes in to make a hit. He goes into the corner. Puck goes up and sent around. Barnes there to try to make the play happen. It's going to come away. Dylan with it, sends it up to Kearns. Kearns with the puck. Kearns skating, gets it over the red line and dumps it in. Dylan in pursuit, back behind the net. Goes in with the body. Puck is in the corner. Going to be picked up by Lexington. Puck is reversed, sent around. Looks like Sentman had it for just a moment there, and Lexington comes away with speed. Barnes looks to do a poke check and does. It goes to Miramontes. Miramontes gives it to Beidle. Beidle took a hit behind the net. Looks like he might have hurt his wrist a bit, and I'm not sure. We're going to have another call here, and it's going to be a penalty, and I didn't see exactly what happened. So Sentman gets the puck out. Referee says it's a cross check. And it's going to be on Barnes. From my angle, I did not see a cross check. I saw a defensive play taking place, but again, I'm not the referee. So Trojans in familiar territory, back on the penalty kill. 1:16 in the second period, 2-minute penalty. Puck is sent back in from the point. Spirito with it. He's got two Lexington players. He's doing what he can to try and get that puck out, but they're going to come away with it. Shot goes deflected wide. Back behind the net is Lexington. They set up their power play. Takes a step, goes back behind the net. Beidle goes down to block a passing lane. Spirito puts his stick down to keep that puck on the outside. Carson Smith's out there. Shot from the point, deflected. Another shot, and it's going to go wide. Miramontes did get some leather on that one. Puck still in the corner. Spirito blocking lanes. Lexington 30 seconds on the clock with possession. Lexington looking to set something up. They pass it over to the hash marks, goes to the point. They're going to take a shot. It's deflected, going to be right in front of me and out of play. So puck goes out of play. Referee's going to get a new puck. And looks like Parker Smith comes away with a souvenir. He can add that to his collection. Big brother Carson Smith gets set for the face-off. 20 seconds in the second period. Kettering Ice staff came over and said they needed their puck back, so unfortunately Parker's going to have to borrow one that he probably already has at home. And that's going to be the conclusion of the second period. Trojans struggling to generate and suffering with penalties here. So hopefully they can have a good chat in between second and third period, because they came out strong with energy and they are evenly matched with this team. This Lexington team is not a significantly better team. Penalties have been the story so far. So we're going to take a break. They're going to clean the ice. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. 15 minutes on the clock. The third period will start. The Trojans looking to get something started here. So thanks for joining us at this time. We'd like to also thank our sponsors for supporting Troy Trojan Varsity Hockey. We appreciate all that you do to support our hockey program and make the Trojan hockey experience wonderful for the student athletes. Thanks to friends and family that are tuning in as well. We will be back for the third period here momentarily. See you soon. All right, folks, we're back for the third period. Trojans are back on the ice. 15 minutes is on the clock. They'll have a brief warm-up, and we'll be right back to gameplay here very soon. There's the referee's whistle. Miramontes scrapes up the ice in his crease to get himself ready. Trojans go to the bench, have one last talk before they regroup for this third period. Hopefully they can bring some momentum. Hopefully they can stay out of the penalty box. The score, if you're joining us late, is 3-0. Lexington with the lead. Penalties have taken their toll on the Trojans. They came out in the first period, looked very strong. Trojans, unfortunately, will start this period a man down, so this will be 5-on-4 hockey for 45 seconds. Eli Winning is at center ice for your Trojans to take the face-off. Lexington goalie gets set. Referee checks in with both, blows the whistle. Puck drop. It's going to be gathered by Winning and sent into Lexington territory. Winning in pursuit. He's moving fast. Lexington does a little move around the back of the net and looks to break it out. Clean breakouts by Lexington today. Lexington passes that puck up, carries into the zone, takes a shot. It goes off Miramontes' pad, wide into the corner. Still controlling is Lexington. Remember that they are on the penalty kill right now. Your Trojans are. Lexington moving the puck as they have the first and second period. It goes to the point, takes a shot. Miramontes with a big save. Puck's going to come away. Here's Carson Smith racing to get the puck. Lexington player makes a last-minute effort to send the puck away from him. Trojans are now full strength. Barnes exits the penalty box, and it is now 5-on-5 hockey. Carson Smith is in the corner. Entering in is Winning, as well as Harris. Harris with the puck sends it back to Smith. Smith has it, looks to send it up front. It's missed by Winning and goes off of Campbell's stick. Campbell skating, sends it up to Barnes. Barnes with it over to the boards. Winning goes in. Harris in pursuit. Lexington passes back to their D. Lexington's going to come away with the puck. They enter into the neutral zone and chip it out of play. Again, those boards and these glass, it's a little low than a lot of traditional rinks because of the slope of the roof in here. So oftentimes you see the puck go out of play if it hits off the glass. Referee blows the whistle. Harris gets set for the face-off. Puck drop. Harris hits it forward. It's collected by Lexington and sent into Trojan territory. Beidel goes to collect the puck. It goes off his stick. He sends it to himself, sends it around the boards. It's collected at the point by Lexington. Lexington sends it in front. Nobody there. Saunders Jr. with the puck, looks to clear, collected at the point by Lexington, sent back in. Lexington tried to clear it. It's stuck along the boards, sent up, and collected by Lexington again. Trojans are going to be off sides. Saunders Jr. is in the zone. He's getting back. Lexington with the puck in the neutral zone. Spirito chips the puck out. Lexington has to clear. He sends it to himself off the board, sends it to Harris. Harris loses the puck, falls. Lexington trying to maintain control, and they do. They're going to come away with it. Strong pass across the ice. Lexington player with it into the corner, sends it, but it is collected by the Trojans. Trojans have it along the boards. Two players from Lexington are there to keep the puck in. Trojans were looking to clear the puck out, but it's going to be offsides is the call. So line change for the Trojans. Dylan comes to take the face-off. Referee blows the whistle. Make sure the players get set. Puck drops. It's won back by Lexington. Lexington looks to dump it in. It's gloved down by Campbell. Campbell in hot pursuit sends it up the boards. Collected by Lexington. Lexington takes a shot. Save Miramontes. 12:02 in the third period. Lexington leads by 3. Face-off. Won by Lexington. They take a shot. Miramontes with the save. Dylan steps out of the face-off circle. Shot. Again, save Miramontes. Whistle blew. I'm not sure what happened here. Referee, puck dropped. And referee's barking some orders. He didn't like that way that face-off went, and he's sending the Trojan player out. New player goes in. Lexington gets the puck, sends it to one of their players. It went high, wafting. Puck is sent across ice. It exited out of the zone, so Lexington is offsides. Puck back by the Trojans. Trojans struggling to get that puck out. Lexington enters in, gets a shot. Puck is behind Trojan territory. Miramontes keep an eye on where that puck's at. Shot from the point, collected by Miramontes. So line change, 11:14. Third period, 3-0. Both teams are going to get fresh legs on the ice. Face-off, puck drop. Won by Lexington. Shot goes high above Miramontes. Trojans look to get it out. Puck gets stumbled there at the red line. Carson sends the puck back between his legs. Winning takes a shot, and it is blocked by the rear end of one of the Lexington players. Lexington players cheer. Vital with a step at the blue line, able to keep the puck in. Lexington collects, Winning in pursuit. They pass up. Missed pass, it's going to go the length of the ice. Icing is the call. Winning gets set for the face-off. Referee blows a whistle. Face-off, puck drop. It's going to be collected by Kearns, sent in front, nobody there. Puck's, now the net is off. Winning is frustrated, slams his stick because the net came off. So unintentional bumps there. The net came dislodged. Trojans had an opportunity to perhaps set something up. Frustrations for the Trojans. Winning gets set, puck drop, he hits it forward, it goes up high in the air. Winning goes in, takes a hard hit, gives a hard hit rather, and it's going to be collected again by Winning. Frustrations beginning to build by both teams here and getting much more physical. Carson Smith with a hit into the boards. It's going to be collected in the Trojan territory by Spirito. Spirito sends it up. Collected by Lexington. Lexington with it, sends it into the Trojan corner. Miramontes comes out a bit to get that puck out. Recollected by Lexington behind Miramontes. They're looking to set it up at the point. Off the Lexington player's skate with the puck. Entering into the zone is Brady Kearns with a good move. He's going to lose the puck, but collected again. He sends it in front. No one home. Harris is there. We've got a tangle here with Carson Smith and a Lexington player. $16 black, which would be Carson's going to go to the box. And unfortunately, your Trojans are going to be on the penalty kill once again. 9:37 3-0. Little scrum in front between Lexington and Trojans. Both boys went down on the ice, and the call goes against Trojans. Two minutes is the time of the penalty. The puck dropped, but it looks like we're getting some calls against the Trojan bench. The referee is just going to town here, blowing the whistle 3 times, and he is kicking the coach out, it looks like. So another Trojan player enters into the box. Referee is continuing to talk, and actually a third Trojan player enters into the box. So tensions rising here in the third period. We've got an additional 2 minutes going up on the board. I'm not close to the referee's circle, so I'm not able to hear all the calls, but there were several whistles blown and some exchanges back and forth. Referees leaning in, talking to the scorekeeper, and they are working on time on the clock. .936 in the third period. Lexington and Trojan players are going to skate to their respective benches, take advantage of the little time while the timekeepers are working to figure out what's going on here. Luke Harris giving some taps and encouragement to Miramontes. It's nice to see the captain encouraging teammates. Referees are continuing to point to the clock. The clock now says 5 minutes and 2 minutes. Referee skates back to the Trojan bench. Both referees are actually there. So referee is still sorting things out here. Referee is actually entering into the penalty box, talking to what looks like Trojan players, probably telling them when they can exit. There are 3 current Trojan players in the penalty box. Sentman serving 2 minutes, I can hear on the PA. But then there's also a 5-minute. Looking like it will be a little 5-on-3 hockey here for at least 2 minutes. Referee blows the whistle, and the Trojans are on the penalty kill. Referee drops the puck. Harris goes out. Save Miramontes. Puck drop, collected by Lexington at the point. With time, they send it back in and back to the point again. D-to-D pass. Shot, save Miramontes. Another nice big save by Miramontes. He's able to prevent that puck from going in. Whistle blows, face-off still in Trojan territory. 1:42 on the 2-minute penalty. Puck drops, collected by Lexington, D-to-D pass. They walk it in to the top of the circle, take a shot, it's low, deflected, save Miramontes. Lexington with it in the corner. Beidle's going to come away with it, but it's collected at the point and sent back in. Right now, Lexington moving the puck around. They're going to cycle the puck back behind the net. Trojans looking to keep it out. Harris is going to be able to get his big stick on it and send it out to waste some time. 1:10 on the 2-minute penalty. 8:44 in the third period. Puck's in the corner. Sent around back to Lexington. They're going to miss it. And Harris in pursuit. He's got some speed. He comes in and misses the net just a little bit. It was actually kick save and sent off to the back of the net, but shorthanded. That was a valiant effort there by Harris, making a push towards the net. Miscommunication by the Lexington players that Harris took an opportunity. Shot goes wide. Harris picks it up. 32 seconds left on the 2-minute penalty. Puck goes the length of the ice. Harris gets a change. Winning comes on. 8:01 in the third period. Lexington with it. They're looking to break it out. Skates it through the neutral zone. Goes wide with speed into the corner. Back around the back of the net. Keeps it on his stick. Gives it to his D. 6 seconds left on the 2-minute penalty. Lexington walks it in. Takes a shot. It goes high. Kept at the point. And goodness gracious, unfortunately, the 2-minute penalty has expired, and maybe the limitations of the scoreboard and what it could show, it is now reset. So it's 1:39 on the 2-minute penalty, and we continue 5-on-3. This is a tough place to be for the Trojans right now. And all they can do is just keep that puck on the outside as much as possible. They will be working their lungs. So unfortunately, goal, when you're 5-on-3, the goalie can't do a lot. So it's going to be a goal for Lexington. 6:56 is the time in the third period. So it looks like it's going to be a 5-on-4. Trojans have 4 players out on the ice right now. Whistle blows, puck drops. Winning comes away with it, takes a shot, it's deflected. Big stretch pass by Lexington. They have it in the neutral zone, dumping it in. The penalty on the clock now shows 2 minutes and 1 penalty remaining. 6:31 third period. Trojans clear, it goes the length of the ice. Lexington goalie comes out. Carson Smith uses his stick to slow down play. Lexington comes away with it. Collected by Trojans D. They do a clear. It goes down but is tipped by the Lexington player. Harris in pursuit. Harris goes down, gets tangled. Smith sends it up to Harris. Harris able to keep it in, takes a shot, gets caught in the feet of the Lexington player. Lexington with it into the neutral zone, takes a shot, deflected off of Beidle's shin pads. Barnes sends it up and around. 5:44 on the clock. Big hit behind the net and another call. It's going to be against the Trojans. Looks like head contact, perhaps. Referee touching his head here. It was at the other end of the ice, so I saw the hit but can't offer commentary on it because of my distance from the play. So Barnes goes to the box. .538 third period, 4-0. 2 minutes is added to the clock, and we're back to 5-on-3s. Dillon is at the face-off. Puck comes out And they must have been offsides or something. I don't know what happened here. There's a call. Well, we've got a call against Lexington. I think it might have been a slash. It looked like, I don't know, I couldn't tell. I'd make something up, but that's no good. So 4-on-3, Dillon takes the face-off in Lexington territory. Lexington comes away with it. It's going to be collected in the skates of Harris. Beidel with a good stick. Beidel keeps that puck out of the zone. Dillon cautiously pursues, knowing that he has to get back quickly. Lexington is looking to probably waste some time here, too. 5:12 on the clock. Lexington player enters into Trojan territory, cycles back behind the net, sends it to the point. They give it back to the hash mark, send it over short side, and it's a shot big, wide, high, and out of play. Winning comes onto the ice. 4:59 third period. Lots of penalties for Trojans. That's been the story of the game so far. They currently have 21 seconds on the clock on one of the penalties, and the other one is 1:19. Lexington is also down a man. They have 1:23 remaining on their clock. Winning sends it up the ice. He is in hot pursuit. Chases after the man behind the net. Lexington reverses the play. They do a soft breakout pass. Lexington with it, carries into the zone. Beidel with another good stick to knock that off. Carson Smith in pursuit. It's going to be picked up by Winning in the neutral zone. He gives it back to Carson. Carson loses it there, but Harris is able to follow with puck support, pick it up. Harris pursues back behind the net. Puck's in the corner. Smith is there to keep it in. He rims it in. Good keep by Smith. Harris in pursuit. He's able to go to the corner. His puck's still in the corner. Dillon now on the ice as well. Harris pursues and chases down. And Lexington is offsides. Trojans looking to do something positive here. They are down 4-0. They have one penalty remaining with 16 seconds. And Lexington has a penalty with 21 seconds remaining. So 4-on-4. Stick is picked up by a Lexington player here. They have the puck on their stick. They carry back behind the net, send it in front. Puck is cleared out by Spirito. Dillon in pursuit. Sent back around. Spirito is there to collect the puck back behind the net. He reverses the play, sends it up the boards, and penalties have expired. It looks like we are now 5-on-5 hockey for at least, hopefully, the next 3 minutes. Whistle blows. Miramontes collects the puck. .320 third period. Dillon gets set. Puck goes outside the zone. Kearns is in pursuit of the Lexington player. Lexington player makes a turn. Puck's picked up in the neutral zone. It floats out. Spirito has it. He's looking to make a play. Passes it over and sends it in. Is Scalise. Dillon behind the net. Gets tangled up. His stick tries to send it over to Kearns. Kearns had called for it. Kearns goes in, uses the body, is able to keep the puck. Looked like maybe a trip or tangle there. Scalise went down. Dillon angles, prevents, and picked up the puck by Spirito. Spirito sends it on goal, collected by the Lexington goalie. 2:31 remains on the clock. Dillon skates and applies pressure. Lexington stumbles, but able to maintain, but Kearns comes away with it. Kearns sends backhand to Lexington goalie. It goes off his stick. Dillon goes in with a check. Puck still in the zone. This line is able to keep the puck in for a bit. So Kearns with the puck sends a big backhand in to the zone. Sentman's coming in with a full head of steam. Lexington gets rid of the puck. It's in the corner still. Dillon able to deflect the puck, but it still goes to the boards. Lexington picks it up. Puck along the boards, shot in. Offsides is the call, so Lexington has to clear, but they're going to make a play on the puck, and the whistle blows. 1:41, third period. Winning takes the face off, hits it forward, it's in front. Oh, Knisley was there. It just went right off his stick. Lexington collects, goes to the neutral zone, dumps it into the corner. Lexington with it behind the net. It's quite a tangle, some trip. Knisley fell there, but he's back up. Puck along the side of the boards, kept in by Lexington's D. 1:17 left in the third period. Winning had the puck, neutral ice, but was taken away. Lexington dumps the puck back in. Barnes is there to make a hit and clear it out. Winning in pursuit, 1 minute left on the clock. Lexington gets it deep, but it's going to be caught on Beidle's stick. Beidle sends it off the boards, and the puck's going to bounce out of play into the Lexington bench. 51 seconds left on the clock. Trojans looking to do something good here. Referee gets a new puck. Harris is going to take the face-off. It's going to be in Lexington territory. Harris takes the face-off. Puck is at player's feet. Picked up by Lexington. Lexington looks to carry it in, but it's going to be picked up by Beidle. Beidle does a D-to-D pass. Sent up along the boards. And icing is the call. 36 seconds. Again, not the outcome we wanted to see for your Troy Trojans today, but an opportunity to learn and become more resilient. Face-off, puck drops. Miramontes with a save. Lexington player was able to get a backhand, but Miramontes with a big save. Whistle blows, puck drops. Miramontes again, gloves that one down. Whistle blows, puck drop. One of the Trojans, but it's going to go back to Lexington's D. Miramontes, glove of that one again. 26 seconds left, third period. Puck goes back to Lexington. D has it. Fortner applies a hit. Puck is behind the net. 17 seconds, time is winding down. Harris with the puck. He's racing after it. Smith with it, sends it down and around. 8 seconds left on the clock. 2 seconds left on the clock. Lexington comes away with it, chips it into the zone, and there's the buzzer. This concludes the game. Your Troy Trojans fall to Lexington 4-0. Penalties took their toll today, but overall they did have some success this weekend and an opportunity to learn and get better. We'd like to thank all of our friends and family for tuning in and supporting Troy Trojan Varsity Hockey. Thank you to our sponsors for your support of our team and our student athletes. We hope that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we're back on the road on Friday. We'll hope that you'll join us and continue to support your Troy Trojans hockey. Everyone, take care.